Okay, so welcome to this Autodesk Inventors class. Alright, so we are going to be producing the parts and working drawings of a cable roller details, which is actually displayed on the screen here. Okay, so I'm going to start from the very first item labeled as the fork stand. Alright, so I'm going to pick my start to this sketch. I'm going to click on any of the plane right there. Okay, so I'm actually going to start from the plan. Alright, so I'm going to pick a rectangle in this manner. So I'm going to draw my rectangle like this, rectangle in the span of 75 by 150 by 150. Enter. Alright, so then this way, so I'm going to pick my hidden line right there. I'm going to pick a line right here. I'm going to draw straight like this, horizontally in that order. Then I'm going to draw also vertically in this order from that center line. Okay, then I'm going to pick my what? I'm going to pick my symmetric constraint. Click this, then click this center line. All right, picking my symmetric constraint, also pick this and this center line. All right, so I am good to go. So I'm going to pick my line in this order, draw this right here in this manner. Okay, yeah, I haven't deactivated the hidden line, so let me deactivate the hidden line. Okay, so picking this line, clicking this, I'm having that. So then clicking my line again, I'm going to draw this also down here in this order. So picking my dimension, I dimension from here down here to be what? To be 75. Enter. So I'm going to pick my symmetric constraint, click this and this center. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to finish sketch. So after finishing my sketch, I'm going to come to my origin. I'm going to pick my XZ plane. Picking my XZ plane, I am going to actually produce plane. Click on offset, mark of 50. All right, mark of 50 right there. Okay, so at mark 50, then I click OK. So I'm going to create a new sketch on this work plane right here in this manner. After creating that new sketch, I'm going to pick my rectangle. I am producing a rectangle of diameter, of side 50, all right, by 50. Enter. So I'm going to pick my hidden line in this order, pick a line right here from this area. I'm going to draw this towards the midpoint right there, then picking my line also vertically in this order also. Then I'm going to pick my constraint, my symmetric constraint. Okay, pick left, pick right and center in this manner. Picking my symmetric constraint again, pick top, pick bottom and picking this center right there. Then I'm going to finish my sketch. After finishing the sketch, I will be using the loft command right here. So I'm going to pick loft. Okay, picking my loft command right in this manner. I'm going to pick this top, pick this bottom, then pick this face. Then okay, yeah, okay, it's going to come up right now. All right, then I'm going to click on loft command, then on sketch one. On sketch one, I'm going to edit the visibility of sketch one, which is this right here. Okay, after that, I'm going to click my extrude. Picking my extrude, I'm going to pick this first item, this second item, and this third item. Then I'm going to actually extrude it at a mark of mark of 12. Okay, mark of 12 facing where? Facing the bottom. Yeah, facing the bottom with that arrow. Then then okay. All right, then okay. All right, so after doing that, I'm going to come to sketch 2. Then I'm going to actually hide, on sketch 2 here, I'm going to hide visibility. On sketch 1, I'm going to hide visibility. Then on extrusion 1, I'm going to on work plane, I'm going to hide visibility also. Next is clicking on this surface right here, clicking my create sketch in that order. All right, I'm going to pick my my circle, coming right here. I'm producing a circle of diameter 36. Then enter. Then I'm going to finish sketch. Okay, I'm going to click on extrude. I'm going to click on distance all, then what, okay. So it's cut it. You can see I'm having the hole right there. So the next procedure is I'm going to click on my XY plane right here. You see that particular plane. I'm going to click on offset from plane. I'm going to pick 75 divided by 2 as my measurement. Then what, enter. You can see the plane shifted right here. So look at it from this perspective. Can you see that? You can see that. So that is the plane right there. So taking it back to my isometric view, I'm going to click on this plane and what, create a new sketch. Creating that sketch, I'm going to click on slice graphics, or you click on F7 on your what, on your computer right there. After that, I'm going to pick my circle. Picking my circle, I'm drawing a circle of diameter 36, enter. In that order, I'm going to pick my dimension from the center of this circle, okay, down to this bottom part here. It is going to be what, mark of 37, enter. In that order, then I'm going to pick my circle also. I'm constructing a circle of diameter what, diameter 12, likewise diameter 12, then what, then enter. Then I'm going to what, pick a straight line. Picking a straight line, I'm going to what, draw this right here towards the bottom like this, okay. Then I'm going to pick this also, drawing this towards the bottom like this. All right, then I'm going to what, join this together with this right here. Then I'm going to what, finish sketch. Okay, I'm going to pick my what, extrude command, picking this face and that face right there. I'm going to what, click to next, then what, I'm going to click inwards like that, okay, to next, inwards in that order. I'm going to click what, okay. I'm going to click okay. So I'm going to click on this extrusion theory. I'm going to what, share that sketch. I'm sharing that sketch. I click on what, extrude. Clicking on extrude, I'm going to pick this inner circle alone, which is this. All right, picking that inner circle alone, I'm going to pick distance should be what, to next, okay. Then what, cut it throughout, then what, okay, in that manner also. Okay, having done that, I'm going to actually come to this extrusion 2. Clicking on extrusion 2 right here, drag drawbar. I am having sketch 3. On that sketch 3, I'm going to what, share sketch, okay. Then clicking on extrude again, okay, picking this area. I'm going to pick on what, all cuts, then what, then okay. So then I can now what, hide this sketch 3, okay. Then sketch 4, I'm also going to what, hide the visibility. Then work plane 2, I'm going to what, hide the visibility. So I can collapse all of this right now. I'm collapsing all of this. Okay, now this is our object. So you can actually take a very good look at it right there. Can you see? So that is it right there. Okay, so I'm going to add a little touch of beauty to it, okay. And I'm going to pick generic. I'm going to pick steel alloy as my material, view, okay, visual style, realistic. Okay, so let's not forget that we are going to actually thread this particular hole. So I'm going to pick my what, thread. Picking my thread. Okay, so with my thread, I'm going to what, pick this face, then what, click on what, okay. All right, after the okay, I am done with this area. I'm going to label it as what, I'm going to label it as fork stand, FORKSTAND. Yeah, fork stand, enter. All right, so then from there, I'm going to what, I'm going to create a new sketch with my what, Control N. So with my Control N, I'm going to click on what, create, okay, in that order. Okay, so after clicking create, I'm going to what, start new sketch, pick a plane of my choice. I'm picking this plane. All right, so I'm creating the part 2, which is what, the fork. All right, so I'm going to pick a rectangle of height of 66, then span of 100, enter. Okay, in that manner, then I'm going to pick my what, picking my coincidence constraint. Okay, I'm going to pick this, then what, lock it up right here in that order. Okay, after that I'm going to what, pick my line. Okay, I'm going to produce this shape like this. Okay, like this. Okay, picking my dimension, I'm going to pick this to this with what, 6, enter. Here to here with 6, enter. Here to here with 6, what, enter. Alright, so I'm going to pick a line. Okay, so I'm going to pick this line right here. So coming down, I'm going to label it as what, length of 44, enter. Okay, then coming towards this area, I'm going to make it span of what, 18, enter. Then what, I'm going to what, drag it up here and what, lock it right there. With that, I'm going to click on what, finish sketch. Okay, with my finish sketch right there, I'm going to pick my what, extrude. Picking my extrude, I'm going to pick this at distance of what, 36, then what, symmetric, then what, okay. Then coming to extrusion 1, I'm going to what, share the sketch. Picking my revolve command, I'm going to pick this area here, then pick what, axis, then pick this very line here in that order, then what, okay, then okay. Then I'm going to what, pick my chamfer for this area at distance of what, 2, pick that edge right there, then what, okay. All right, I'm going to pick my fillet at the radius of mark 18. Okay, radius of mark 18, edge 1, edge 2, okay, edge 3, and what, and edge 4, then what, okay. All right, so I'm going to hide this sketch right here. So clicking on this surface, creating a new sketch. Okay, I'm going to pick my circle. With my circle, I come right here, a circle of diameter what, 15, enter. Okay, picking my dimension from the center of this circle down here, should be what, should be 48, enter. Then from this area down here should be what, 18, which remains the same, then what, enter. Then I'm going to what, finish my sketch. I'm going to pick my what, extrude. Then with that area already picked, I'm going to pick what, all, then what, cut, then what, okay, as you can see right there. Okay, so for this I'm going to beautify it by picking something cool as what, as silver, something cool as silver, visual style to what, realistic. Then I'm going to save this as what, I'm saving this as fork, F-O-R-K, then what, enter. So we are done with what, with this second part right about now. So I'm going to what, create a new working environment, standard MMIPT, then what, then create. Okay, so having that right about now, I'm going to create start to this sketch. I'm going to pick on this plane. So I am actually drawing the roller now. I am drawing the roller. So picking my line, I what, from this end, I go up here, I come right here. Okay, dragging it right here. Okay, I come down a little like this, I come in, I come out. Okay, I come down also, then I lock this area down here. So that is it. So picking my dimension, I'm going to label this as a mark of what, 88, enter. This area as mark of what, mark of 35, enter. All right, I'm going to label this area as mark of what, mark of 6, enter. Likewise this area as mark of what, mark of 6, enter. All right, then from this area to this area should be mark of what, mark of 38, enter. All right, then from this junction down here to be mark of what, mark of 25, enter. All right, then this area is mark of what, mark of 35 also, enter. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to what, pick my line. Picking my line, I'm going to draw from here. Okay, that area to the bottom right here, picking my dimension. I'm going to pick from here to be distance of what? Distance of 7.5. Enter. Okay, then I'm going to what? Finish my sketch. So finishing my sketch, I'm going to drag this down here. I'm going to pick my what? Revolve command. With my revolve command, I pick this, I pick my what? Axis, I pick this, then what? I click on what? OK. With OK, I come right here. I'm going to label this in form of gold, like that. Okay, form of gold. Then what? I'm going to save this and label this as what? Label this as ruler, then what? Enter. So then I'm going to what? Create a new sketch in this order. So I'm going to produce the fourth item, which is what? The azure. So clicking on my sketch, picking this particular plane, I pick my line in this order. With my line in this order, I come here, I pick here. Okay, I come here, then I end it here. So I pick a line like this from this area. I extend my line to the top right here in this order. Stop it right here. Coming right here, I pull it downwards. Then I pick my dimension. With my dimension from the top to the bottom right here, the distance there is mark of 112, right? Okay, with 112, I enter it right there. So clicking on this comes back. So still with my dimension, this bottom I label it mark of what? Mark of okay, wait, sorry, picking my dimension, I label this top here mark of 7.5. all right, 7.5. Enter. Then this bottom as mark of what? Mark of 16. Then what? Enter, in that order. Okay, then this height right here, height of what? Height of 10. Then what? Enter, in that manner. Then I'm going to what? I'm going to finish sketch. Finishing my sketch right there, I'm going to click on what? Revolve. With my revolve, I pick this, I pick this, I pick my what? Axis, and I pick what? This. So I'm having that item on the screen. Then what? OK. Then I'm going to pick my what? Chamfer, mark of what? 2. Then what? Pick this edge here at the bottom. Then what? OK. So I'm going to come here, origin. I'm going to pick YZ plane in that order. Create a new sketch like that. Okay, clicking on my slice graphics or F7 on your computer system. Okay, I pick my circle. Picking my circle, standing at this midpoint, I draw a circle of diameter, what? Diameter 3. Then what? Enter. Then I pick my dimension. With my dimension, okay, from the center of this circle right about there to this area is what? Mark of 105. Then what? Enter, like that. Well, what is missing? Something is actually missing. So first of all, let me finish this sketch. Yeah, something is amiss. So I think I made a mistake from this first sketch here, sketch 1. Yeah, I made a very big mistake right here. So it is what? 112 plus 10, that is what? 122. The height is what? 122. Then what? Enter. So I'm going to what? Finish that sketch right there. Do you see that? So then coming to my sketch 2, double clicking on it. Okay, clicking on my slice graphics. So I have this already positioned. Then what? Finish sketch. Finishing my sketch, I pick what? Extrude. With my extrude already picked, I pick distance, symmetric. Then I pick what? All. Then I pick what? Cut. Okay, then I click on what? OK. In that order. That is that about that. All right, so I'm going to click on my material. I'm going to click on silver in this manner. Clicking on silver, I'm going to click on view, visual style, and what's realistic. So I'm going to name this as what? I'm saving this as what? As azure, as the azure. Then what? Save it. Okay, so with that, I'm going to create a new working environment, which is what you're actually seeing on the screen right there. So start to the sketch, pick any plane of my choice. I'm going to be producing the azure cap. So picking my circle, I produce a circle of diameter 32. Enter. Then another circle of diameter 15. Enter. then what, finishing the sketch, I am going to pick my what, extrude. I'm extruding it to a distance of what, distance of 9. okay, I'm making it symmetric. Okay, then I'm what, coming to origin, picking on XZ plane or anything that looks like that, creating a new sketch in that order. I can actually turn it around this way. Okay, then I'm going to click on what, slice graphics. I'm having that right there, so picking my circle right about now. So from the center right here, I'm drawing a circle of, sorry, not from the center, escape, yeah, escape, picking my circle, but right on this area here beside the center point, I'm drawing a circle of diameter 3, enter. Okay, then I'm going to pick my dimension from the center of this circle towards the bottom right here to be mark of what, mark of 5, then what, enter. Then what, I'm going to finish my sketch. Then I'm going to click on what, extrude. I'm going to click on symmetric, distance to the what, all. Then I'm going to pick what, cut, in that order. Then what, then okay. Now looking at it in this order, so from here to the top is what, is 5. Okay, so at here to here, which is 4, I'm going to pick my what, chamfer. Okay, at mark of 2, pick this bottom part, then what, okay. So as you can see my objects like this, you can see in this manner. Okay, then I'm going to pick my what, my material. I'm going to pick on something like brass, soft yellow, visual style, realistic. Then I'm going to save this as what, as azure cap, then what, then enter. Okay, now I'm going to produce my what, my M12 script. So Control N, then what, create. Okay, so producing my M12 script, I'm going to click on start to the sketch. I'm going to click on create sketch. Right here, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to pick my what, my polygon, with my polygon from this center. So take note, you see that the corner to corner of my polygon is still sitting on this center horizontal line. Okay, don't tilt it this way, let it sit like this so that you can dimension it what, easily. So I'm going to pick my dimension right now from here to here. I'm adding 10 to the initial diameter of our bolt there. So the diameter of our bolt there is what, is 12 plus 10 is what, 22. Then what, enter. So I'm going to what, finish sketch. Finishing my sketch, I'm going to extrude this to mark of what, mark of 10 right there. Then what, okay. So clicking on this face, I'm going to what, create sketch. Creating a sketch, I'm going to pick a circle. Then from this center, I am drawing this circle tangential. As you can see that it shows me that tangential symbol on the screen, tangential to that. Then what, finish sketch. Finishing my sketch, I'm going to click on what, extrude. Clicking on extrude, I will pick what, intersect. Then I'm going to pick more. Then I'm going to click what, 45. All right, in that order. Then what, then okay. So I'm going to turn it the other way around like this, clicking on this surface, creating a new sketch, picking my circle from the center, diameter of what, 12, enter. Finishing my sketch, length, extrude to the length of what, length of 27. Then what, then okay. Picking my chamfer at 2, chamfering this area, putting what, okay. Then picking my thread, picking this face, removing the full length at mark of what, mark of 15. All right, then what, then okay, in that order. So picking my material, I'm going to pick what, silver also. I'm picking silver right about now. Visual style to be what, realistic. So I'm going to label this as what, as M12 script. Then what, then enter, in that order. So creating the last part, which is what, which is the pin. So I'm going to Control N, create a new working environment. I'm going to click on create, in that order. All right, start a new sketch, picking this plane. Okay, I'm going to click a circle. Yeah, I am just giving this dimension from my own perspective. All right, yeah. So I'm creating a circle of diameter 10. All right. So you know we are not giving the diameter for that particular area, so don't be confused. All right. So picking my line, I'm going to come right here, somewhere here. Okay. Draw this line right there, picking my dimension from the top right here to the center right here, mark of 40, mark of 40, enter. Okay, I'm going to pick coincident constraint, this to this right there. Okay, so I'm going to pick another line in that order. So picking our line, I'm just going to draw a line anywhere right here. Okay, then I'm going to pick my my trim. Picking my trim, I'm going to trim this area off, trim this and trim this. Having that right there, I'm going to finish my sketch. Finishing my sketch, I click on plane. I pick the edge of this line right here. Look, right there. Then clicking on that spot again, I have a plane right there. So clicking on this plane, I'm going to create sketch. Creating my sketch right now in this manner. Okay. Yeah, I need to be sure what I want to draw right now, so I need to check. Yeah, I need to check. Okay, so this is the center of my line, the one I drew. So I'm going to pick my circle coming right here. Do you see that? Then creating a circle of diameter, diameter 3. Then enter, entering, finish sketch right about now. Finishing my sketch, I'm going to click on sweep. Yeah, sweep. With my sweep command, I'm going to click on this line right here. Then okay. So I'm having this right there. So this I'm going to pick mild still or still mild in that order. Then view, visual style to be realistic. Then plane, I'm going to hide the plane right there. So I'm going to label this as I'm labeling this as pin, PIN. Okay, then enter. Alright, so right now we are creating the assembly view. So I'm going to click on Ctrl N. So with my Ctrl N, I pick standard IAM, then create. I'm creating. Okay, so I'm going to click on place. Clicking on place, I'm going to pick item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. I am pressing my control key. Alright, I press it down. Then item 6, then item 7, then open. Clicking on open, I'm having everything right there. I drop it once like that. Okay, it's loading. Wow. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to click on escape. So I'm having item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 right there. Okay, so I'm going to actually click on this. I'm going to click on ground. I'm going to actually ground this. I'm going to make it grounded. So as I ground this, okay, as I ground this can't move while other parts can they can move. Other parts can move, but this specifically won't be able to move. Alright, so clicking on this view, tilting it this way, having this right here, I'm going to click my my constraint. Clicking on my constraint, I'm going to click on insert. Clicking on insert, I'm going to come right here. Okay, so I need to pick on free rotate of which object? This object. Yeah, let me see what I'm going to pick. So I rotate it this way. Escape. So I pick my constraint. Okay, with my constraint I pick my insert. With my insert I pick this right there. Then sitting comfortably right here. Okay, sitting comfortably right there. Clicking on on apply. Clicking on apply in that order. I'm going to click on this right here. Clicking on this right here. Can you see? Then apply in that order. Clicking on this right here. Clicking on this right here. I'm clicking on apply in that order. Okay. Can you see that? Alright, right about now I'm going to click on this, then clicking on this, then apply in that order. Okay, now I'm going to pick my what mate. Picking my mate, I'm going to actually pick this face. Okay, this face right there. Picking that face right there, I'm going to pick this face right here. Then what? Insert in that order also. Inserting in that order, I'm going to click on what? Click on apply. All right. Okay, so moving this pin closer here, I will see that by the time I pull this out, look carefully, by the time I pull it out, this hole here doesn't align with this hole here. So what do? I pick my constraint again, my mate. So I pick I'm coming. Wait, let me actually tilt it better, please, to have a better view of what I'm doing, like this, in this manner. Okay, so with my mate, I pick that hole right there. Can you see that? And I pick this right here. You can see there's an alignment right there, and I click on what? I click on apply. Do you see that? So now I can, so I'm going to pick my constraint right here. I'm going to click on insert, and I'm picking this. Then I'm going to click on what? On mate. Clicking mate, I'm going to come down here. Okay, like this. You can see that positioning. I'm going to click that right there. Clicking that right there, I click on what? Apply. Okay, then I click on what? Flush. Clicking on flush right now, I'm going to turn it this way. Okay, I'm going to try and figure out. I'm coming. Okay, yeah. I'm going to escape this first of all. I'm going to pull this out. Understand? Pulling it out. I'm going to turn it this way. Turning it this way, zooming it in. I'm going to click on constraint. Okay, do you get that? I'm going to click on flush. Clicking on flush, I'm going to pick this face and this face. Can you see that? Then what? Okay. So having my okay, so turning this way, I can what? Do you see that? Right there. That is going to be right there. Right. Okay, so you can see that this one is still moving right about here. So to make this one be in a fixed position, okay, I'm going to click on constraint. Clicking on constraint, I'm going to click on tangent. Clicking on tangent, I'm going to click on this surface right here. Now I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'm going to click this right here. Can you see that? Then what? Then okay. With my okay, you can see this can't work. This can't move any longer. So we have our what? Our object sitting perfectly in this manner. Sitting perfectly in this manner. So that is our object right there. So I'm going to what? Control S and what? And save this right there. Okay, so after saving this, I'm going to move straight away to the presentation view first of all, and that was going to be standard IPM, then create. So as that one is actually loading, as it is loading, okay, so I'm going to actually pick assembly 1, then what? Then open. So after clicking on open, I'm having this right here, right about now. So I'm going to click on tweak component. Picking my tweak component, I click on this item, the pin. Okay, then I push it backwards like that. I'm going to click on this washer. I'm going to pull this outwards. I'm going to click on this bolt or axle pin. I'm going to push it right there. I'm going to click on this and push this towards the top right there, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to click on this and then pull this outside right about now. Okay, then I'm going to click on this, then push this upward right about there also, then finish. So you can actually take a look at it as it pans out. that is it. Going back inwards, sitting comfortably, that's unlocking that, going in, entering with the pin, also entering. Okay, so with that I'm going to Control S. I'm going to Control S, then save that also. I'm going to save that also with with OK. So now I'm going to start creating the orthographic views. Control N. I'm going to click on ISO IDW, then create. I am doing the orthographic views first of all, the orthographic views. Okay, now I'm going to pick my base. Picking my base. Yeah, the video is going to come, so I'm going to be like okay right there. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to click on this balloon. Alright, clicking on this balloon, I'm going to pick my assembly, the assembly file itself, then open that. Open my assembly file. You see, can you view that pictorially? So let me increase the scale to like 1:2. Yeah, I think this is visible. So I'm going to pick this particular face. I'm going to bring this right here. Okay, then pulling this face up here, coming down, coming this way, having this right here, then okay. Yeah, having okay in that order. Yeah, you can see it's plenty. Yeah, look at it. So I'm going to click on annotate. Okay, I'm going to click on dimension. So as not to waste our time, just dimension few parts here. I'm going to dimension few parts, even though the parts are more than the few. I'm going to dimension. Okay, so this button right here. Okay, I'm going to click this to this right here. Okay, I'm going to pick this to this right here. Okay, this to this right here. Alright, this right here. Alright, this right here. Okay, here to here, right here, in that manner. Okay, this to this right here. Okay, this to this right here. Okay, this to this right here. Okay, and also coming here, I'm going to pick this right here. I'm going to pick this right here. I'm going to pick this right here. I'm going to pick this to this right here. I'm going to pick this right here. I'm going to pick this right here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to actually end it here. I'm going to end it here. So I'm going to click on manage style editor. Okay, with my style editor I'm having this, so I'm going to click on dimension. Clicking on dimension, I pick default ISO. Default ISO, I come to comma to period, this towards 0, this towards 0, display on my display, this towards 2, then this towards to 3, then text on my text, every first item under the drop bar. That's what I'm picking. Every first item under the drop bar. Every first item under the drop bar. Every first item under the drop bar. Then save and close. Saving and closing. I'm having this. Okay, so that is that about that right there. That's that about this view. So I'm going to click right here and new sheet. With my new sheet, I'm going to come on place view. I'm going to click on base. I'm going to click on this right here. I'm going to click on assembly. I'm going to click on open. With that right there, I want to do the part list. So this to 1:1. Yeah, it's not too big for me. Right here, position is right there. Then then okay. So I click on annotate. I click on balloon. So clicking on the balloon, I'm going to pick this item. Okay, I'm going to come right here, click and what, and enter. I'm going to click on this. Alright, click, enter. I'm going to click on the washer right here, down here, enter. Okay, so I'm going to pick this bolt right here towards this outside, click, enter. I'm picking this bottom right here, what, enter. I'm having 1 2 3 4 5, not complete yet. Okay, I'm going to pick this also right here, enter. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, which is the 7th. This will be the 7th right here, then what, here, enter. So we're having it what, complete. Then I'm going to click on part list. Clicking on part list, I click this balloon. Clicking this, I click on that assembly right there, then what, open, then what, okay. So with that, I come here, I come right here. So clicking there, I double click on this. I come to this part number. I what, right, left, right. I right click, format column. On format column, I change this to what, to part name. I change this to part name. Alright, part name. Then what? Then okay. So this roller is item number 1. Let's see the roller. Okay, the roller is done through what? Is done on late operation. You can write late operation. The azure cap. Here is the azure cap, item number 2. The azure cap down is done through what? Late operation, also late operation. Yeah, the operation is done on late. So the azure itself, azure item number 3, which is the azure. Okay, that one is also done through what? Late operation. Turning. You can write turning or what? Or late operation. Turning. Azure number 4, fork stand. That one is done through milling and late operation, milling and late operation. Okay, the 5th one, fork. That one is done through what? Milling and drilling. Okay, so M12 screw, that one is done through what? Threading. Then the pin is done through late operation also. Late operation also. Then I'm going to what? Click on OK. So clicking on my OK, I'm going to actually move this object to position it very well in this order like this. Yeah, that is okay. Then I'm going to what? Actually save this. I'm going to save all of this as what? As my autographic view. Okay, enter like that. Okay, now I'm going to start creating the autographic views for each of the parts, right now. So new sheet. With my new sheet, I click on place view, my base. Okay, right here I pick azure cap, open the azure cap. I think this view is better right here. I'm having this and this right here. Then what? Then okay. So dimension, you do the dimensions by yourself. I won't do much right there on the dimensions. I won't do much. Okay, I won't do much. So here to here, right here. This edge to the center right here, right there. Okay, so that one is settled. Then I'm going to what? Escape, new sheet. Okay, I'm going to click on place view, base. On base, I'm going to pick the next item right here, which is what? Azure itself. Open. With that, I can pick something like 1:2. This way, like this. Coming here, right here. Then what? Then okay. Alright, so picking my annotate, then my dimension. With my dimension, I'm going to come right here, pick this, enter. Okay, from the center down is what? Enter. Okay, then this to this, enter right there. Okay, I think I'm done with this also. So coming right here, okay, I'm going to what? New sheet. new sheet. I'm going to click on base. Okay, with base I click on this balloon. I'm going to pick the third item, which is the fork stand. Then opening the fork stand. I'm having this right here as my front view. Okay, let me turn it this way. Yeah, that's my front view. This will be my plan, and this will be my end view. So you can put the isometric view here if you actually want that. Okay, bring this downward, okay. So do the necessary dimensions there. I don't want to waste our time on this. Okay, so I'm going to new sheet. Also I'm going to click on base, clicking this balloon. All right, so I'm going to click on fake, clicking the fake. I'm going to open. So having this right here, 1:2 right here. I think it can take 1:1. Check. Yeah, not too big. Having this here, then this right here. Okay, then clicking on OK, clicking on annotate. So put your necessary dimensions right there. We move. Okay, I'm creating a new sheet. The next item, place view base. After base, clicking the balloon. After fork, it will be M12 script. Then open that. This position right here is better. I'm having the plan, the end view. If probably this right here if you wish to. So shifting this to the top right there, this one coming down a little. Okay, yeah, you can do your dimensions anyhow. So then new sheet, base views. On the base view, this balloon. Okay, I'm picking my pin. Open my pin. This way. Yeah, better. From here to here to here to here. Then okay, in that order. Then click this new sheet. Then base, pick this. So then roller. Then open. With my open, this right here, I'm having this, then this right about now. Then okay, so do the necessary dimensions. Okay, then I'm going to save this. So I am through with everything that has to do with orthographic projection right here about now. Okay, so I'm going to create a new working environment. Control N. With Control N, I'm going to click on create. Okay, now we are going to actually use this thing for the sectional view. So I click my base. With my base, okay, I pick this balloon. I pick assembly. Picking assembly, I open. Opening it, let me increase the scale to something 2:1. Wow, that is too big. Sorry, something 1:2. Yeah, manageable. Okay, like this. Then showing the plan. I'm going to drag this downward. Then okay. With my okay, I pick section. With my section, I click right here. Okay, then locating the center, which is this. I drag this downward, facing the top. Then continue. So I'm having this right about now, right here. Then okay, now having that, I'm going to hide this. Just like I said, we don't section boot, so I'm going to hide this. All right, that's been settled. And this knot also, I'm going to hide that also. So having this right now, I'm going to hide this also. Hide. Okay, so you can do your dimensioning now. Okay, you can also section this from this area also. Clicking on this, locating the center, coming down here. Okay, facing this area. Then continue. I'm having this right there. Okay, having this right there. As you can see that, clicking on this, then hide. So that is that about that right here. That is that about that right there. Okay, I'm going to hide. So you see, Inventor, it doesn't work there, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, I'm going to leave it this way. So we are do your dimensioning. We are done with this aspect also. So I'm going to come here, create a new sheet. Okay, clicking on base, on balloon. I'm going to pick the first item, azure cap. opening my azure cap. So right here as it is right there, placing it right here. Okay, picking my section with my section right here, looking to the center, which is this, coming here facing the top, continue. I'm having this right here. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, do your dimensioning. I won't do that because of time. Okay, then new sheet, clicking on base. So second item, that's the azure itself. Open, turn this right here, having this in this manner on 1:2, coming down here. Then okay, picking my section line, I pick this, locate the center, drag it facing the top, continue. I'm having this right about now. Okay, having this, I'm going to click right here. Then I should have clicked. I'm going to click right with clicking on the inside right here. Okay, then hide. That is that about that. So I'm going to new sheet, do your dimensioning there also. Base, on base, I'm going to pick the third item from that balloon, which is the fork stand. Then open, clicking my open. I'm going to tilt it this way, showing it this way, coming down here, clicking my okay, picking my section, having this here right here. Then facing the top. Then continue. I'm having this right there. Then clicking my section also, clicking this right here, coming down, facing this, continue. I'm having this right there. Okay, so do your dimensioning. I'm going to create a new sheet right here also, new sheet, clicking on base in that manner, clicking on my balloon. Okay, I'm picking the fourth item, which is the fork itself, with the fork right here, having this particular view here. So on scale 1:1, I think that's better. So coming this area, bringing it downward, clicking my okay, picking my section, picking this view. Okay, for this sectioning and autographic, you can actually pick any view of your choice. It is not a must you have this same view as mine. Okay, so I'm done with that also. Coming right here, new sheet, base. Okay, so with my base, clicking on balloon. On my balloon, I'm having M12 script open. Okay, with open, showing the plan right there, coming down here, clicking my okay, clicking my section, with my section, clicking this box, coming right here, facing the top. Then continue, and okay. All right, so clicking right here and clicking right here and hide. Okay, set with new sheet also, clicking on my base, with my base, clicking this right here. With that, my pin, with my pin, I click on open, with my open this way. Okay, having that way, coming right here, I'm going to click on okay. With my okay, I click my section. With my section, I click on this, locating the center, which is this right here. Then facing the top, I go this way. Okay, that is that about that. I can shift this upwards a little. You can actually pick your view from anywhere. Okay, so coming right here, new sheet, then base. With my base, this balloon, I pick the last item, which is the roller. Opening the roller, I'm having this in this manner, coming right here, placing it right there. Okay, my section, with my section right here, like this, going this way, facing the top, continue. I'm having this right here, like that. So I think it is okay like this, but I can actually add one more right here. Sorry, section right here. Okay, then this, facing this view, coming this way, having that right there, and that is that. So do your you do your dimension. So we save this at we save this as sectional view, then enter, then okay. So if I want to actually access any of the sheets right here, for example sheet 1, I'm going to click on sheet 1, right click, then activate. That's sheet 1. Sheet 5, on sheet 5, right click and activate. So that is how you actually check each of the sheets which you have actually drawn, if you want to actually modify any of the dimensions there. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this particular video. So kindly ensure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and also refer it to your friends who might be in need of it. Thank you. you.